Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Today I will be sharing with you a cloud project which we will be hosting on a AWS account. So we will be using services like EC2 S3 and a database to host this application. With the help of these services you will be able to store employees information on your application. So if you want to know how to host this project, please watch this video till the end. I will be explaining everything in detail along with the commands. So this is my GitHub profile and here is an architecture of our application. We will be using the application we will be using the EC2 server to store our application code, and we will be cloning the code from the GitHub repo. So this is the repo which I am using. I will paste the link of this repository in the description of my video, and we will be using the S3 bucket to store our employees images and a SQLite database to store our employees information. So this is a very lightweight database which is very easy to set up, and it is also serverless. So this is the architecture, very simple and beginner friendly. So without further ado, let's get started. So okay, I have already logged into my AWS account. If you guys don't have a AWS account, please create one. This is the dashboard of my of the AWS account. So you have to search for a service S3 here. Okay, so you have to click here, and then you will click on this section, create bucket. You have to give a name to your S3 bucket, and please remember it should be globally unique. So I'll give a name, app bucket for EC2. Okay, we will scroll down and we will uncheck this setting. Okay, we will check this one. So you need to uncheck this setting because your bucket needs to be publicly accessible to access its information over the internet. Okay, so just leave everything as it is and click on create bucket. Okay, so it will give you a prompt like this in green. If your name is not globally unique, it will give you a prompt to change your name. Okay, then click on create in the bucket name, on the bucket name, and under the bucket name you will go to the permissions tab, and inside it you have to give a bucket policy. So what is bucket policy? It is nothing but you are telling your bucket who has the access of it and who is not allowed inside your bucket. So you have to click on edit bucket policy. You can auto generate it with the help of policy generator, but I have already created a bucket policy which I'll paste here. If you want this policy, you can check my GitHub profile. It is mentioned in my in the readme section. Okay, so this is the bucket policy which I have created, which will make our bucket publicly accessible. Okay, so we will scroll down and save changes. Okay, so our bucket is successfully created along with the policy. Now we will go to a service EC2 to host our application. Okay, this is the dashboard of the EC2 service, and we will click here on launch instance. Okay, now you have to give a name to your server. I'll give a name. Sorry. Okay, it shouldn't be public, it shouldn't be unique, so you can give any name. So I'll scroll down and click on Ubuntu. Okay, you can scroll down, and if you wanna do SSH into your server, you have to create a key pair. For that, I have already created a key pair, so I'll select that. If you want to create a new one, you can click here, give a name, and create key pair. Scroll down and you have to check these two settings. If you want to access your application over the internet, you have to check these two settings. Okay, so scroll down, and in the advanced section you have to create a IAM role for your EC2 instance. So what does IAM role do? It will allow your EC2 instance to communicate with your S3 bucket. So for that, you have to create a IAM role that will give the full access of your S3 bucket. Okay, so you have to click here, click role, scroll down, use case, EC2 instance. Next, now you have to type here S3, and it will appear here as Amazon S3 full access. You have to check this and click on next. Okay, they have already created a policy for you, so you don't need to do anything, and you just have to give a name here. So I'll give S3 full access. Okay, everything looks good, and create role. Okay, so the role has been created. So again, you will go to your EC2, and if you refresh this, it will appear here S3 full access. You have to select this and go down and leave everything as it is. Then click on launch instance. Okay, so click on instances, and your instance is in launching state. Give it few minutes, and it is running now. So what we need to do now, we have to connect to our server to host our application. So there are many ways, but I will use a EC2 instance connect. This is the easiest way to connect to your EC2 server. So just click here and click on connect, and it will take you to this page. Click on connect, and now you're inside the server of your EC2. Okay, so whenever we launch a EC2 or any server, we have to update and upgrade all the packages. So we will do that. Sudo apt update. It will update all the packages which is required. You need to wait few seconds. Okay, it's updated. Now we will upgrade. Okay, So it's updating. I'll take you to my GitHub repo. If you want the commands, I have mentioned everything along with these steps in my readme file, so you can check my GitHub profile and you will be able to find all the commands over there. I'll mention the link of my GitHub profile in this video description. So check, it's almost done. Okay, so all the packages has been updated. Now what we will do, we will clone the code from our GitHub. So to do that, you have to copy this link from the GitHub profile and to come here, git clone, and paste the link here. Okay, the code has been cloned. You have to check. Oh, it's there. Copy. Okay, you can check all the files we can see here. So what we will do next, I will copy this command and paste in the terminal. So what it will do, I'll tell you in a bit. It will update and it will install the Git and Python 3 into our server. Okay, so it's been installed. Now after this, what you need to do, you need to install Python 3 pip. So for this, you need to copy this command and paste it here. Yes. Now after this, we will install the Flask. It will take few minutes. Okay, so it's installed. We will install the Flask. Okay, so it's also installed. Now we will install this Flask SQL. Okay, so it's also installed. So to check if everything is installed properly, we have to pass this command, which is pip list. So if you want to verify, you can check here if everything installed properly. So the name will be mentioned here. So everything looks good. Now what we will do, we will configure the our AWS. So for that, you will require your secret key. So I have already created a secret key for my AWS account. If you don't have one, please create one. So I'll copy it and paste it here. Okay, so this is my secret key. You have to create your own. Okay, so after this, you need to paste this command and you have to replace the name with your S3 bucket name here in this section. Okay, so this is the name of our bucket. We will copy and paste it here. Okay, if it's not giving you any prompt, that means everything is working fine. So now we will copy this command and paste it here. You have to provide your region in which your S3 and EC2 instance is launched. So mine is, I'll show you here. Okay, so here you can check it is in US EC2. Okay, so everything is working fine. Now we will set up everything that we have configured. Pass this command and it's done. Now it's time to run your application. It is in, our code is inside the file of app.py. So we will run python 3 app.py. Okay, so our application is perfectly running. To access this, now what we need to do first, we need to open the port which is 5000. So we will go to our EC2 instance. In the security section, go down, and this is the security group. You have to click here. You have to edit the inbound rule, so it will allow our application to interact with port 5000 from anywhere. Okay, and save rule. Okay, it is successfully saved. Now you will go here, copy this public IP of your app, and in the new browser, in here you have to type http:// your IP :5000. Okay, so our employee directory application is working fine. Now we will test it. We will click on add employee. We will give a name, email, department, and choose a picture. I have saved few to test this. Okay, open. So it's added. We will click on add employee. Okay, so it's working completely fine, and this proves that the connectivity between our S3, EC2 and the database is good. So we will add one more. gmail.com. Choose a file. Okay, add employee. Okay, so our application is working completely fine. So we will go here and we will stop this by pressing Ctrl C, and now we have to delete everything which we have created. So what we will do, we will go to our S3 bucket. First we need to delete all the objects. Now you can also see in your S3 bucket the images are there, so you need to delete these two images. Click here and delete. Type permanently delete. Okay, delete object. Go to your S3. Buckets. Click here, delete. Okay, you need to type a name. Delete bucket. So our bucket has been successfully deleted. Now we will delete our EC2 instance. Click on EC2 instance. Okay, you have to check this and click on instance state. You need to terminate or delete instance. Terminate and delete. It will delete everything, so it's shutting down. It will take few minutes. If you want to delete a role of your EC2 instance, you can delete that, but if you want to leave that, it will be fine. It won't charge you anything. Okay, as you can see, the instance has successfully deleted, and we have deleted all the services that we have used while creating this application. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and for more projects like this on cloud and on DevOps, please subscribe to my channel. I will be sharing more projects on for DevOps engineer and students. So please do subscribe, and see you in the next video.